Good evening, Facebook family. It is I, Karen Wilkins from KarenWilkins.com, where we show entrepreneurs, probably just like yourself, how to build a successful business online and off just by using simple tips, techniques, strategies, systems, and solutions. Well, I first must apologize for coming on way after I said I would, but unfortunately I did have, well, not I, but one of my little dogs had an accident and it was unavoidable. So I had to take care of that first. But in the interim, I do feel that the message is important enough that I should still come on and share it with you, you know. So Facebook is telling me that they're going out building an audience for me. And so I always like to allow them to do that. So give them a few minutes. And at the same time, I'm going to make certain that I get the reach that I am supposed to get. So give me a moment to do that. But I hope that everyone had an awesome weekend. It's now Monday, and I love Mondays most of all. And I do hear other entrepreneurs say it, but it's true. Mondays is like, yes, this is, you know, we got another week to do what we have to do or are supposed to do. And so that's what this discussion is all about. It is about front loading your week so that you can hit your goals. And if you don't know how to do that, then it's a possibility that you won't hit your goals. So I want to share with you some tips on how to front load your week, because if you don't, you may not know how to do that. And so I want to be able to help you out with that. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you want to make certain that you have a DMO. Okay, and for those of you who don't know what a DMO is a daily method of operations. You know what you're going to do every single day to hit your mark. All right. Now, if you're an entrepreneur online and you're in MLM or not, it doesn't matter. You still need a daily method of operations. And if you're an entrepreneur out in the field, even if you have a brick and mortar, there should still be some things that you do every single day that's going to get you closer to your goals so that you can have success. Because that's what this is all about, is so that we can have success. Now, you got to understand that, and this is going to be part of another discussion this week, but just because you do it now and don't see results tomorrow does not mean that it is not doing what it needs to do and that you're not doing what you need to do. Like things got to build up. It's just like if you go out to the gym, and you go and do 20 curls. You're not going to have muscles right away. As a matter of fact, you're going to feel the muscles before anyone sees the muscles. And you might see them way before anybody else does. So you got to understand, you got to stick to it. But you got to have one. Okay, so you got to have a daily method of operation. Now, I'm not going to get real deep into the daily method of operations, but I will suggest some things that you should do every single day. What I really want to get into is how to front load your week. So your daily method of operation should include a personal development time, some personal development time where you've set aside at least an hour every single day to do different activities that results in personal development, getting your mindset right so that you can persevere. You can overcome any obstacles that come in your direction. You can sidestep them or go through them or get over them. But nonetheless, you want to be able to, have some perseverance. Okay. And you can only do that with personal development, working on your mindset. The second thing you want to do is you want to make certain that you're exercising. Now, yes, you want to be fit, and some people might need to lose weight. Others might need to gain weight. But it's all about really oxygenating your cells. See, your brain needs oxygen in order for it to function properly. So when you exercise, you put your body in a position where it's starting to breathe correctly. It's taking in oxygen like it's supposed to, and it is allowing oxygen and blood to flow through your brains the way it needs to, so you can get through your functions, do the things that you need to do, all of your activities and tasks without any issues. Okay. But at the same time, if you're going to exercise, you need to get enough sleep as well. Sleep is just as important. So exercise and sleep are two things that should be part of your daily method of operation. Okay. Valuable content. You need to be promoting and bringing to your audience valuable content. And those can be in the form of motivating posts, a blog post, videos, live streaming, whether it's on Facebook, Periscope, YouTube, it doesn't matter, but you need to be bringing to your audience valuable content. What's valuable content? Information that's going to provide a solution to the problems that your audience is having. And you should, one, know who your audience is, and two, you should know what problems they're having. And you should be able to provide them with a solution for those problems. And if you don't have an idea of how to determine what problems your audience is having, or if you don't have an idea on how to create an audience, then you need to leave me a message in the comment section below, and I'll show you exactly how to get that done. But you definitely want to be providing your audience with valuable content, because one, people don't like being sold to. All right. So if you have products that you're trying to sell, no one wants to be sold to, and no one wants to see your products, your logos, or anything about your company. They're on the internet looking for, one, they're looking for their friends and they're looking to socialize. But two, when it is time to purchase, they're looking for an item that's going to solve their problems. And if you're not leading with that type of value for them, they're not looking at your products. So that's something that you really want to connect with, about how to present your products and your services in a way that people are looking for them. Okay, now once you got your products and once you got your valuable content, and you're ready to promote it, you need to know how to syndicate. And syndication means that you are making certain that your videos, your blog posts, your content is on all the networking platforms, not just social media, but anywhere where your audience is going to be. So if your audience is on sites like Reddit or my mind is going blank, but I see the delicious, Pinterest. Although Pinterest is one of the social media sites, it is not necessarily the same type of site as Facebook. And the words are leaving me right now. My dog has really kind of toppled the apple cart. But you need to know how to syndicate and where to syndicate. And you need to be syndicating your information every single day. That's how people are going to get to know you. They're going to get to like you and trust you, but they're going to get to look for you. Like when they see your face or hear your voice, they're going to stop and want to see what it is you're talking about. So you got to know how to syndicate your information, your websites, anything of value. You want to know how to syndicate that. All right. Lastly, but most importantly, you want to make certain that in your daily method of operations is active prospecting. Now, depending on what it is you need for you, your business, and your family will determine how these 5 things play out. Okay. For most people, money is a main priority for them. Okay. Not that they need it, not that they're going to go broke if they don't make money through their MLM, but that's the priority. That's the reason why they actually started doing the business, to make $10,000 a month, to make $25,000 a month, like whatever your zhuzh is, that's what you came to do this business for, your MLM. And so you need to make certain that you're doing more of that which you came to do this MLM for, or while you're marketing on the internet. So if you are more looking to change your reputation, then you might want to be blogging, making certain that your blog posts are SEO'd properly and people can find you by way of your blog. But if income is what you are marketing for, and if that's what you're really looking for, then you want to do more active prospecting, because that's going to give you faster results. And you can look at it more like you want to do 60-40. You want to make certain that you're spending more time actively prospecting than you are doing the other activities. However, you want to make certain you're doing all of them every single week. So you want to, for instance, if income is a priority for you, then maybe you want to make certain that you're actively prospecting 4 or 5 hours every single day, but you're going to get a blog post out 3 times a week. Okay, so you see, it's a little switch off, because most people will blog every single day and may not actively prospect until the weekend. So it depends on what it is you're really looking to do. If you're looking to rank advance, the same thing. Now, here's why I came to do this broadcast today, is because you have to determine what it is you want to do. So if you want to make $10,000 a month, then you want to make certain that you kind of reverse engineer it. How much money will you make every single time you sell a product? A lot of people I know that every single time they sell a product, they're going to make $100. Some people will make $1,000 every time they sell a product. It's the same energy. The same amount of work is going to go into it. Even if you sell a product that's going to sell for $5, the same efforts that you put forth to sell that $5 product is the same effort someone else puts forth to sell the $100 product. But the issue becomes skill set. Well, you got to keep doing it. No, once you keep doing it, you're going to develop better and better skill sets. And as long as you get yourself around the right group of people, the right type of people, and the right people with the right mindset that can help you with your skill set, you'll get better. That will definitely happen. It happens almost by osmosis, if you know what that is. And if you're a person that likes science, osmosis is, basically just putting something in the mix, and that person will receive everything that's going on around them. So that's like osmosis. But anyway, here's what you want to do. If you need to make $10,000 a month, that means that every week you're going to have to generate at least $2,500, right? If you're making $100 per product sold, that means you're going to have to sell 25 products a week. Well, now you got to factor in, hi Joyce, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Now you got to factor in the law of large numbers. Now the law of large numbers says, no matter what it is you do, you only going to get 20% of whatever you do. So let's look at $2,500 a week. That means you have to sell to 25 people. And if you're going to take the weekends off, that means every day you got to sell to 5 people. But the law of large numbers says you're only going to get 20%. So that means that every single day you have to talk to 100 people, because out of 100, 5 will buy, because that's the law of large numbers. Now, let me tell you something about a law. A law will never change. The law is going to stay the same all the time, no matter what you do. You can't change the law. It's not up to you. The law is the law. It's like one of the laws of the universe. You know, it's the law of large numbers. Out of everything you do, you're going to get 20%. Now, it might not be the first 5 people, it might be the last 5 people you talk to, but nonetheless, you're going to have to talk to 100 people. And let me tell you something else about this law. Now, you might talk to 100 people and you're starting out, and the first 10 people, out of the first 10 people, 5 people buy. You still need to go through the 100. Guess why? Because further on down the week, you might talk to 100 and nobody buys. But the people who were going to buy would have been in those first 100, and they would have, like, on that day, you might have been able to make 10 sales. So you don't want to cheat the numbers. You want to get through the numbers because it's a numbers game. You got to get through the numbers. But if you reverse engineer it back, the chunk doesn't look so big. It's not as scary. You know, like I heard somebody say the other day, you know, fear really is how you look at it. Either it could make you feel energized and ready to rise, or it can make you feel I forget how, I forgot it, but it's like it can make you feel energized and want to retreat. You know, so either you're retreating or you're rising or you're ready, you know, but nonetheless, don't let the big number of 10,000 make you feel like, oh, I can't do that. Because you can. It's just a matter of getting through the numbers. Now, look, if it's $25 you make for every product that you sell, then you're going to have to bump those numbers up. But at the same time, now you understand why people go over to high ticket items. Because if I'm going to put out that energy, then I want to make as much money as I can. Don't shrink because the price is higher. It's the same energy. You just got to know your product. You know, so I'm not telling you to leave the company that you're with if you only get paid $5 every time you every time you sell an item. But what I am saying to you is, if that's what's going on and you need more money than what you're bringing in, then maybe you might want to pick up another MLM, or you might have to get a job. But you can't now feel like, well, I'm not going to do anything then, you know. Or if you're not making any money and $5 is what you're going to make on every product, then maybe you can see why you're not making any money. You're not going through enough numbers. You got to get through the numbers. That is always going to be part of the equation. It just is. You know, and trust me, I get it. I didn't want to have to do active prospecting. I never did want to do it. As a matter of fact, I really wasn't going to do it. I just didn't care whether anybody said what anybody said. I was just not going to do it. But once I got a hold of a few things, I realized that I do want people to see what it is I got, because it would help them immensely. And you guys know I'm talking about my mobile marketing platform, but I don't really want to talk about that right this minute. I want to talk about you, and you being able to understand reverse engineering will help you bite off little bits as you go along. And as long as you know what you have to do, you can front load your week. So you can go out now, and if you're making $100 off of every product that you sell, then you can bump those numbers up. If you need to make a certain amount of money a week or a month, then you can get through more people in the front part of the week, so that the end of the week, you're not struggling, or you're not frustrated, or, you know, you're not going through being anxious because you haven't made your mark or you haven't hit your goals. You can hit them in the front part of the week and sail through the rest of the week. You know what I'm saying? So reverse engineering is real important when it comes to really being able to front load your week. Hey, Calvin, how you doing? Hi, Paul. How are you? Thank you guys for stopping by and supporting me. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, so that's what front loading is all about. That's a very cool method on being able to produce the numbers that you need in your business, make the money that you want in your business, and really be able to hit your goals the way you want to in your business. So with that being said, I really do appreciate you guys coming out and connecting with me and supporting me. That always means a lot to me. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comment section. And I hope you got a lot of value from this, because I know that a lot of people struggle in their business, not knowing what it is they're doing, what it is they should do, if they're doing the right things or not. And more likely than not, you are. It's just that you're shying away from hitting the numbers. And it's numbers, I mean, you're talking to people that have blood running through their veins. There are people with feelings, and I get that. So I'm not minimizing the fact that they are people. But what I am saying to you is you got to get through the numbers in order to hit your goals. And the numbers are not going to lie, and the law is not going to change. Okay, so that's why it's got to be the law of large numbers, because if you only talk to 10 people, now you're giving yourself the average of maybe one person. That's a maybe one person. You want to be able to say, I'm going to hit it, at least hit it with one person, not a maybe one person. So there you have it. That's how you front load your week. That's how you make your goals for the month. And that's how you develop a daily method of operation that you follow. Because if you can get that morning routine done, you won't have a problem getting through those numbers. Not at all. Your mind will take care of all of that for you. So with that being said, I hope you got value from this. And if you have, please leave me a comment in the section below. But here's what I really want you to do most importantly. I get a lot of value from a community that I'm in. And you can have the same information that I have. You can be a part of this community along with me and hundreds and thousands of other entrepreneurs that are really out here really doing the darn thing. It's great when you're in a community of like-minded people. And I don't throw that term out there loosely, but you know how it is when you get around people wanting to know, you still in that thing? Man, you ain't do this yet. Or you still doing that? People don't understand entrepreneurship the way other entrepreneurs do. Not only that, but this community of entrepreneurs are mentors. Everybody is in a different space on the journey. They're in a different place on the journey. And so if I don't know something, I don't have a problem going into the community and just asking a question. And I'll get a bunch of people responding because everybody's there to help. See, it is a dog-eat-dog world out there. And a lot of times you run into people who are, there are a lot of people out there that really don't mean you any good. They don't care whether you make it or you don't. They don't really care about you. But in this community, they do. So if you're looking to be around people who think the way you think, that's headed to where you're headed, and can help you along your journey, then this is the place for you. Okay, this is I'm telling you, I'm so glad that I'm a part of this community, because there's nothing that I can want for when it comes to my business and building success, because it's here, and I can ask anyone from the owners down to the last person that walked through the door. You know, everyone is available and accessible to you. So it's nobody better than you. You know, that's how they roll. And I really like that. I can get with that, because people don't know where you come from. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't say that, like, I couldn't say that I know where you come from unless I do, but you know, I couldn't say that. I couldn't say that unless I experienced everything you experienced when you experienced it. So I'm just saying, they don't do that in this community. So with that being said, here's what I want you to do. When I finish with this broadcast and I click on that finish button, I'm going to go ahead and put a link to the community. Now, it's not a commitment. It's something where you can come and actually, it's a look-see. You know, look and see whether it's something that you want to be a part of or not. And if not, then, you know, I get it. It's not for everyone, and it may not be for you. And that's straight up. But if it is, then it's awesome, because I know what's available in this community. I know the tools that they make certain that we have in the palm of our hands to be able to build our business. And you can't build anything without the right tools. And we have all the right tools in this in this community. So if you're interested in being a part of something that can help you build your business, now it's not a business, it's a community of support. It's like a support community. So if you really are looking for that extra something to help you build your business, and you know that you're on the path to success, and you're hanging up your hat where you're at, even if you wanted to change, it really doesn't matter, because it's not a business. It is a community that can help you build any business. So when I press the finish button, I'm going to leave the link to the community, and you can come back, and especially over on my fan page, Winning Mindset Strategies, and check out the link, you know. And if it's something that you really like, make certain that you connect with me, because I want to make certain that you see everything that's in this community, you know, that can really help you. So make certain that you let me know that you like what you see and you want to go further. All right. So with that being said, again, guys, thank you so much for coming out and supporting me. And my time is up. So I got to go. See you back here in the next video. Same time, same place. But until then, please stay safe. Bye for now.